Jewish Democrats are furious with House Speaker Mike Johnson over legislation providing aid to Israel, accusing the newly inaugurated leader of choosing a partisan path that will only delay urgent aid to America's closest ally in the Middle East. All but 12 House Democrats voted against Johnson's $14.3 billion aid proposal Thursday night, with most citing the House Speaker's decision to include equal amounts of cuts to IRS funding. The legislation is opposed by leaders of both parties in the Senate, who want a broader package including aid to Ukraine and are weighing the fate of Israeli funds amid escalating hostilities in Gaza almost a month after Hamas terrorist attacks killed more than 1,400 people. Heading into the weekend, Johnson's Democratic critics continued to be outraged by his decision to combine aid Israel, an issue that has historically drawn broad bipartisan support. With a highly partisan cut, one of President Biden's pet programs, they did not say a word to attack the newly elected speaker, some even accusing Johnson of abandoning the biblical teachings he claimed as a guide, playing politics with Israel when they need it most. Our number one ally, greatest attack on the Jewish people since Holocaust, is who Mike Johnson decided to be, said Rep. Jared Moskowitz, who is Jewish, said immediately after Thursday's vote. For a man who says he lives by the Bible but wants to cause trouble in the Holy Land, this is just disappointing. Johnson took reins the House Representatives last week after nearly a month GOP infighting following ouster former Speaker Kevin McCarthy, and he has made clear that his top priority will be to unify restive GOP conference to expand the Republican majority in 2024. He achieved this goal with Israel bill, which had only 2 Republican opponents. Johnson is unique among today's speakers for his fervent embrace of the evangelical conservatism that he says guides his daily life. In an interview last week, hours before he became speaker, Johnson said that people who wanted to understand his stance on various issues should go grab a Bible off your shelf and read it, adding, "That's my worldview. That's what I believe." Jewish Democrats are now bringing up this belief, questioning why he singled out cuts to the Israeli aid bill. Many noted that this broke with the tradition of unconditional approval of emergency aid. "I have a master's degree in theology. I study Torah. I study the Bible. I examine the Quran page by page. I can assure you and this new speaker that pitting safety of the public against protecting billionaires from paying all their taxes is not in Bible," he continued. "And if at any time he wants to talk about what actually happens in the Bible, I am happy to talk him through it." Rep. Debbie Wasserman Schultz, prominent Jewish Democrat, said she expects a person of faith to make decisions through values-driven process based on principles promoted by most religions. In his eyes, Johnson did not